Penguins, and welcome back to the Jambar In10. I'm Jordan Bond.
And I'm Will Staton.
We got a great list of stories for you today, so let's get right into the news, Penguins.
The Sokolov Honors College presented United Way of Youngstown and the Mahoning Valley a donation of $10,000. Here is Alex Sorrells with more information.
This is the second year in a row that the Honors College has gifted United Way a donation of this size. The money will be used towards after-school programs and food drives, among other services that United Way provides. United Way offers several services to the community. Last year, they had 600 children go through a preschool program to get ready for kindergarten. On the third Saturday of every month, they take food to 465 different shut-ins that aren't able to get out. They also fund 35 nonprofits in the community.
The dollars matter because we can invest back in the community and help the people that need us. But more than that, I think these students at Youngstown State are getting exposed to United Way. Hopefully they'll have a good feeling about United Way. And maybe one day they'll be on our board, or one day when they're a leader in the community, they'll be donating to United Way.
Hannon said they met with President Bill Johnson, Dean of the Honors College Amy Cosentino, and about 20 honors students on February 4th. The students used many different ways to raise money by going out and fundraising.
We so appreciate, I can't emphasize enough, Youngstown State in general, but really the Honors College for thinking of United Way, donating the dollars, and most of all, volunteering and being part of the mission of the work we do.
The best way to get involved with United Way is to visit their website at ymvunitedway.org or give their office a call. This is Alex Sorrells reporting for the Jambar.
When evidence is collected on campus, how is it tracked and who makes sure it's handled properly? Well, from firearms and drugs to DNA and fingerprints, evidence collected by YSU police follows a strict process designed to preserve integrity and maintain public trust. Lieutenant Adam Scovera said evidence collection begins at the scene and follows detailed documentation procedures once it reaches the station.
Evidence is collected on scene after evidence is determined that it needs to be taken to the station. It's photographed, logged into property bags, immediately transported to the station where it's logged into a temporary evidence locker.
Scovera is the only person with access to the temporary lockers. Evidence will move from the lockers to a secure evidence room under video surveillance. YSU police say every step is documented through a detailed chain of custody form that tracks who handled the evidence, when, and where. Sergeant Kevin Chappell said officers handle a wide range of evidence that need to be preserved properly.
Different types of evidence has to be bagged and tagged differently. Like I said, we have evidence envelopes, we have brown paper bags. So for example, if we need to get DNA off of a piece of evidence, you can't put it in a plastic bag, it has to be in a brown paper bag.
YSU police follow evidence handling standards set by the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigations to ensure proper procedure. Crime statistics are also publicly available through the Ohio Incident-Based Reporting System. The department encourages students and community members to ask questions if they have any concerns.
We want them to know that, we do things to the highest standards, not just for them, but just for our own integrity purposes.
YSU police say maintaining accountability and evidence handling is critical not only for criminal cases, but for building trust with the campus community. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Matt Sautler.
The stars shine bright at Ward Beecher Planetarium, where physics and astronomy professor Patrick Durrell and planetarium engineer Kurt Spivey can be found exploring the universe from the comfort of the university. Durrell, who has taught at YSU for over 20 years, recently received permission from the James Webb Space Telescope to study a previously unknown galaxy located in the Virgo Galaxy Cluster. Durrell has previously utilized the Hubble Space Telescope, where he and other researchers have studied galaxy collisions and star clusters. Durrell's work on the Hubble telescope was published in the renowned Nature magazine in 2025. The Ward Beecher Planetarium often holds shows exploring the galaxy that are open for the Youngstown community to attend. This month, Durrell and Spivey will present Passport to the Universe, which will explore the Earth's solar system and is narrated by actor Tom Hanks. More information on Ward Beecher Planetarium shows can be found at wbplanetarium.org.
On Wednesday, February 11th, Student Counseling Services hosted the Smart SIPS screening event in McKay Auditorium at Beakley Hall. Student Counseling partnered with a number of other YSU departments for the event. Counseling Director Francine Packard said that the event's goal was to educate students on smart decisions with regards to alcohol.
Smart Tips, Smart Choices is a collaboration across campus with different departments to help educate students on how to make smart choices when they are consuming alcohol.
Counseling provides a safe environment to help students manage their emotions and mental health. They can be found on the 3rd floor of DeBartolo Hall.
That'll wrap up the first half of Jambar in 10. Next up, we have career fairs, a theater production, and a singer spotlight. Stay with us.
We know you hear it all the time. Why Youngstown State University? Why go to a school in the Mahoning Valley of Northeastern Ohio, surprisingly beautiful as that may be? Why live on a campus that sits on the edge of the Rust Belt, historic and inspiring as that may be? In short, why choose Youngstown State? Here's why. Because when it comes to engineering, medicine, sports, business, and the skills you need to take your place in the future, we take a back seat to nobody because you can afford us. And we will afford you the opportunity to build the future you want and the life you desire. Why Youngstown State? Because we care about you, your success, and our future. Together. Youngstown State University. Now you know why.
Thanks for sticking with us through that break, Penguins. Next up, we got a story about the theater department and their episode 26.
The YSU Theater Department's production of episode 26 opened February 13th at the Spotlight Arena Theater in Bliss Hall. Jambar reporter Joshua Robinson has more on the story.
Youngstown State University's theater department continued their 2025-26 season with a showing of episode 26, a play that parodies vintage TV and radio shows from the 1940s and 50s.
Episode 26 is a story within a story, as audiences watch voice actors and sound technicians put on a radio show in real time. Episode 26 director and senior lecturer Todd Dickin mentioned how extensive the production was for its actors.
There are times in which an actor is in front of a mic and maybe says 2 lines and then has to turn around and come right back as another character, and trying to make that character unique and work.
Dickin had also said how they made the set emulate the layout of a radio station of that time period, creating a great challenge for the cast.
The other thing is we really tried to make this feel like a small radio station with small audience, and so I shrunk down the footprint of the actual performance space. So nine people doesn't sound like a lot, but suddenly when 9 people are working in an area this small, it's kind of fun to watch all the things that happen.
Nick Figgle, 5th-year accounting and theater major, playing Buzz Gatecrasher, said he found memorizing the lines to be challenging.
For me, difficulty-wise was just it's more lines than I've had in quite a while, so that took me a while. It is a straight play, but a little bit unique because we are both performing it as a radio drama as well as a play.
Natalie Chacon, 3rd-year theater major, playing Helen Dale, and the photographer, said her greatest challenge was her characters' voices.
I think the most challenging parts are definitely the voices, because all of us are playing multiple characters. We have to have very distinct voices for each character. So my voice for Helen Dale is a lot different compared to the photographer. So I struggled with that a lot, but.
Tickets for the February 20th, 21st, and 22nd showings are available through the YSU Tix website and are free for all students with a valid student ID. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Joshua Robson.
On February 9th and February 12th, 2 career fairs were held at the Andrews Student Recreation and Wellness Center. The fairs were sponsored by Mercy Health and the Air Force Reserve, respectively. Both were organized by the Office of Career Exploration and Development. The Career Office's director, Sarah Fugit, said that the fairs give students a chance to meet potential employers.
And basically, students are going to show up, they dress up for it, they bring resumes, they're going to go around and talk to the employers, find out about their benefits and what opportunities are available, either jobs or internships.
The fairs serve the goal of the office's overall goal to making students career ready. The office can be contacted at oced@ysu.edu.
Downtown Youngstown has been the emphasis of revitalization for several years, and a few key businesses have played instrumental roles in bringing people back to the heart of the city. Imbibe Martini Bar and Rise Craft Beer and Whiskey have played a pivotal role in bringing nightlife back to the city of Youngstown. With events like St. Patrick's Day Bar Crawl and Federal Frenzy right around the corner, visitors can expect both Imbibe and Rise to be part of downtown's spring festivities.
Wrapping up today's In 10, we're shining a spotlight on singer-songwriter Shelby Olive. She released the third and final edition of her album, Brace for the Changes, in June 2025. Olive was born and raised in Stowe, Ohio. She graduated from Kent State University in 2017 with a bachelor's in music education. In December of 2024, Olive released the first Brace for the Changes album. The second half was released in March of 2025.
I would say the big connector for the project is, oh yeah, I have zero control over the circumstances that happen to me. And a lot of times I'm trying to hold on to something that has already changed, despite me trying to keep it the same or keep it precious. It's going to change whether I want it to or not.
For more on Shelby Olive, you can visit shelbyolive.com, and those interested can stream her music on Spotify and Apple Music. But that's all we got for you today, Penguins. Thanks again for joining us on Jambar In10. Once again, I'm your host, Jordan Bond.
And I'm Will Staton.
Take care, be safe, and go Penguins!
Support for Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.